Hello, my name is Amari, and this is our review for Forever Us, which is available on Tubi. Starting off, before we get to the review though, let's give a brief summary. In this movie, Bert and Kate have been married for about 18 years, have a 17-year-old daughter, and while Bert works for a delivery company, Kate works for a pharmaceutical company, and lately, they haven't had much in the way of quality time together. But luckily for Bert, he can get some innocent attention elsewhere through a restaurant on one of his delivery routes. And while the woman who owns the restaurant named Mel just gives some cordial conversation, Mel's cousin Bella is willing to offer more. And being that Bert hasn't been touched in a while, affection and stuff like that, unfortunately he strays and the results of that end up deadly. So there's only one highlight for this, and that's because with watching enough Marcus Houston and Christopher B. Stokes films, especially on Tubi, I feel like they do as much for Tubi as Tyler Perry does for BET at this point. But point is, it feels like there's still a natural progression from I Hate You to Death, where there isn't this desire to do everything and throw in the kitchen sink. Instead, it wants you to get into the complexities of the relationships and also between characters. And you can see there's much more of a focus of the gray area rather than being black and white. Yes, Bella is messing around with a married man. Yes, Bert cheated on his wife. But they also make it clear that Bella isn't just a side piece, and that in some ways you can see that Bert was really falling for her. And I know that doesn't excuse him, but we're in the Christmas season and I don't know how many Christmas movies I've watched when relationships started like that. So my mind is right now trained to think, someone's unhappy, you're unhappy. So that's kind of where I am right now. And again, I'm not excusing cheating, especially cheating from married people. But I do feel like we're seeing a kind of progression where eventually I could imagine Stokes and Houston not needing to have someone die at the beginning of the movie, or even tease that, and they could just focus on the drama without having that little extra thing in there. Which is why we say overall, if you're a fan of the work of Stokes and Houston, then I feel like they continue their progression to really shift their brand in a positive direction. And while I wouldn't say they're at any point where it's like A24 HBO type status where it's like, oh my god, it's the best thing I've ever seen, there's still movement to the point where at the very least it feels like a hidden gem, less so than like a bargain bin DVD that you discovered.